Crimes of opportunity are rampant. Nowhere is it more evident than in the realm of education, especially with those preparing to go or attending any form of college. Not only does education beyond high school cost a great deal, setting up students who need help paying their bills, but the loan forgiveness plan, the opening of this year's FAFSA form, and stressed out college students all raise the stakes for those who are evil. Hi, I'm Margaret Meek, and this is how to avoid being scammed. One of the most complex parts of adulting is sound decision-making. Your decision-making skills can be even more challenged by individuals who mean to do you harm. This industry of fraud artists knows that the cost of education after high school makes the field ripe for people who need assistance. These ethically challenged individuals also know that when you are challenged or in critical need of financial aid, you are more likely to let down your guard. Don't. Now is when you need to sharpen your abilities to research and spot scams. You need to be able to spot fraud and keep your distance, no matter how intriguing the offers may sound. Growing up in the 2000s, you have all been aware of the abilities of those who wish to do harm, to alter images and words, and to call you with the same voice from 10 different phone numbers to sell you a car warranty you don't need. Well, there are just as many scams out there offering to solve all of your education challenges. Some of them come in the form of financial assistance. Some come dressed up as trade or vocational schools and colleges. And some come looking as if they can provide services you may need, such as housing, books, or credit cards. As you enter high school and college, the phrase, "let the buyer beware," needs to run through your head whenever your wallet is involved, especially if the offer looks too good to be true. Here are the most frequently utilized scams out there right now. Do not pay to apply for scholarships. Trustworthy scholarship granting organizations do not require payment to take an application, and paying any group will not increase your chances of winning a scholarship. The whole realm of scholarship location is ripe for fraud. Go to the Nest video on finding financing for college to find out how to locate viable scholarships. Do not pay for student loan cancellation assistance or prepayment. Recently, many fraudulent opportunities have arisen from the federal government's plans to forgive some student debt. For example, I even received a scam call offering me $10,000 because I was going to get loan forgiveness. I don't have student loans, and I'm not exactly in the targeted age range for the majority of those with student debt. To avail your account of the forgiveness being offered, register with studentaid.gov. You do not need assistance to file or to work with your student loan agent to receive the forgiveness you are allowed. And do not take any advance on the loan money that you may receive through the forgiveness plan. Loan forgiveness money will not be put in your bank account or cash in your hand. The funds will be applied to your student loan account. It is unwise to take on another high-interest loan on top of your student loan. Be wary of those who wish to have you pay for assistance to file your FAFSA. By going to studentaid.gov, you will find a list of agency resources to help walk you through the process and answer your questions. You can also ask for help from the college financial aid offices. Be as insistent as you need to be to get your questions answered. Double-check the accreditation of any college you consider attending. Credible trade or vocational schools or colleges will list their accreditation on their website, or will be easily able to answer your questions as to the organization granting accreditation to their school. Then double-check to make sure the school is actually accredited. Go to the description of this video to find a link that describes how to verify the accreditation and the organization the college says is their accreditation agent. Students are scammed by false colleges or colleges that don't provide the services they advertise every year. If you haven't heard of the business or company, if you can't identify a physical property, if they aren't registered with your state, or if the phone number does not lead to an individual willing to answer intrusive questions, steer clear. Read the fine print on any credit card offers. They may be willing to give you credit, but at what interest rate? Don't share or store information that can be used for blackmail. If you don't want your parents, grandparents, partner, or dean to see pictures of you naked, don't take and share the images. Don't be involved in activities that can come back to haunt you if they are shared by a nefarious person. Blackmail happens. Confirm that any business you talk to about a job or opportunity is real. You may have wanted to be a model, and there may be a company saying they are offering you just that opportunity. They may also be a front for human traffickers, or they may collect your personal information to make you an employee, then clean out your accounts or apply for credit with your information. Have conversations with your family about how you will contact them if you travel or end up in any legal trouble. Make sure your grandparents know you will never have anyone contact them behind your parents' backs to bail you out. Grandparents will do anything for their grandchildren, and scammers know that. As you have been taught for years, protect your identity. So what happens if you are caught in a false front, fraud, or scam? What can you do? Report the individuals or organizations to the authorities. Go to the police. If it concerns your school finances, go to the financial aid office. If you believe someone on your campus is defrauding or endangering students, report them to student services officials. Put together records of any interactions you had with the fraud agents. Phone numbers, emails, and documentation of any promises made are essential to catch the perpetrators. Even if you don't have written documentation, write down the phrases they used and their promises. Share that information with the authorities. They may not catch the criminal, but they will be able to share your experiences, without your name attached, to help other students avoid the same scam. Cancel any accounts that were exposed. Work with your bank and credit card companies to stop the criminals' use of your funds. Contact the state and federal governments to report that your Social Security number or driver's license number was jeopardized. If you believe there are issues with the school you are considering attending, a FAFSA-related scam, student loan repayment, or forgiveness fraud, go to the Education Department's Office of Inspector General's hotline to report your concerns. Their address is in the description of this video. The bottom line is that you must be aware. You must be willing to do the work to confirm opportunities. Ensure you are not sharing personal information with anyone you don't trust. Don't enroll or pay a school you haven't checked out thoroughly. Don't pay anyone to do a job related to gaining financial aid or scholarships, which you can do yourself. If an opportunity is on the level or you want to make sure you are on the right path, sharing the information can confirm safety. Should you have any questions or your spidey senses are tingling, talk to somebody else about the offer. Saying it out loud can help you identify concerns. Do not be afraid to take the time to think. You don't need to answer any offer without time to consider the safety of doing so. If it sounds too good to be true, it is at the very least worth extensive investigation. Thousands of people are taken advantage of every year surrounding college education. Work hard not to be one of them. If you found any of this information useful, hit the like button or perhaps consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below.